This Audible for Rock Report number 14 is brought to you by DirectorGunner. Rock Report number 14, Rock Raiders Rising. How's that for a tongue twister? Rock Report, Rock Raiders Rising. It's too much, I digress. Welcome to Rock Report number 14. The Rock Report is the kind of sort of monthly, well it used to be, industry newsletter to get all of you up to speed on the latest happenings around the industry division. A list of previous Rock Reports can be found here on the link that would be in the article. This report was co-written by Dark Monkey and Adaran with editing done by Black Sunder. If you see radical tone shifts and writing style changes, that is why. Things are afoot, so let's get stuck into the news. Some new faces. Let's start by welcoming everyone who's joined since the last time, because if you tag someone in a post, they'll probably at least click on it to see why. Drake1, Braxton, Kaz, Narwhal, Online Gamer 1031, Lynette, Colin, Captain Tisson, Cold Dog. It's already been said, but welcome to the industry division. We're looking forward to smashing some rocks, salvaging some loot, and drinking some beers with you. Huey Lewis and the SC 3.0 news. You like SC news, right? Just weeks away from getting the long-awaited Alpha 3.0, I know most of you have probably read, watched, or listened, or otherwise consumed a lot of information on the changes that are coming in 3.0. But what you may be wondering is how they pertain to the Rock Raiders. Let's go ahead and address the biggest letdown of the update, the lack of mining. They confirmed it months ago and are now saying 3.1 for mining. And you know what? That's okay. We are getting the Prospector ship, so we can go ahead and start getting used to flying it and seeing what it's capable of in terms of flight mechanics. We also are finally going to get to head down to planet surfaces and land on them. I foresee several mock exercises in the coming months to gear up to 3.1, when we can really take on those dastardly moon surfaces and asteroids. The great asteroid menace must fall. Our biggest focus as a division for 3.0 is going to be on getting out there and seeing what has been added to the Crusader system. Adaron has been hard at work on a plan for prospecting that is going to get us out there to see what we can get into. We'll leave the details to him, but let's say that there are going to be a lot of use from dragonflies, Noxen, or is it Noxy? Cutlasses, Constellation Achilles, and more along with its Ursa rover. One of the things that have been talked a lot about by CIG are outposts. We are going to use the new outposts as practice runs for our mining outposts on planets. With any luck, we'll be able to claim some for RR, abbreviation for Rock Raiders, that we can use as a base of operations. Which would make sense since we are going to be getting our first iteration of the Persistence NPU. Kind of funny that Persistent Universe is now getting Persistence. More on this to follow as we get a better understanding of the mechanics behind bases and of course, once we see what we can do in this update. One of the biggest things that 3.0 brings to the game is Item 2.0 and the first iteration of Cargo. That combined with Mission Givers is going to mean our internal logistics support is going to have the chance to start running some real missions in preparation for hauling what we mine back to Collection Point. This is going to be a great way for people to earn Alpha UEC to purchase the new armors and weapons that are being added. This is going to provide a great opportunity for us to team up and get used to running missions and operations as a team. Of particular note to go with prospecting will be the inclusion of derelict ships and crashed ships. We're going to get the salvage branch, start working with prospecting, to survey these wrecks and scavenging any items that are worthwhile to send back to a market. But watch out, because if the production schedule is accurate, there will be enemies and creatures lurking in the shadows. Bring weapons, friends, and plenty of grenades when exploring one of these sites, because I doubt they will be friendly.
I don't even know what to say.
What are we doing besides drinking? Excellent question. While I would like to put a list of organized events here, I really can't at this point, mostly due to procrastination. Just kidding. Seriously though, we don't know when the update is going to hit, so we can't really plan anything concrete right now. But the plan is to run weekly organized operations with smaller ones during the week, if we can get enough people. These can be anything from organized exploration parties to groups of us running missions to scenarios that we put together or just pick a direction on a moon and head out. If you have any ideas of something that we could get together and do as a group, post it up on the RR page or message one of the staff. Now a word from the prospector, Audubon. With 3.1 on the horizon and the addition of more complete system size and landing on at least 3 moons and possibly 1 planet, we will finally get a large area that we can go and discover what is out there. We don't yet know what all will be implemented for exploration, and it seems mining will not be here until 3.1. However, cargo will be in, and the ability to find and bring back and sell and make money is going to be in. As you know, prospectors are part of the Rock Raiders' focus on providing content for the miners and salvage and repair. As such, this particular part of my role in leadership is now about to begin. I have been starting my work on the Pathfinder missions into the unknown areas in search of what loot may lie on planets and in space. Due to the nature of parties only being 8 players and the difficulty of getting 2 or 3 full groups in the same instance, most of this is going to be based on around 8-player teams. However, this is also going to be stackable if you do want to and manage to get 2 or 3 groups in the same server. We do not yet know if this type of thing is sustainable as a good source of money in 3.0. However, this can be building block missions to make the full release game more fun for us all, allowing us to explore and find content for us to exploit for good money come the full game release. More information will be released to you guys once we get a more hammered down date for 3.0 to at least be on the PTU, allowing some of us to test it out for 3.0 full release. Also, don't forget to check out the Prospectors Log section of Test Squadron group forum for Rock Raiders. My hope is it becomes a great place to share your adventures with the Pathfinders, take their teams out, and find things we never knew were there. We also use this to compile a salvage guide listing locations of good salvage to make money quickly salvaging. High on the big to-do is finding and making a hit list of interesting locations that will be worth checking out in 3.1 to start our mining teams on, and see if we can correlate visible terrain features to what resources may be found beneath the surface and begin creating a mining guide. I also want to leave you guys with some questions. We need answers. Well, okay, I want answers, and as a result, if you get the chance to ask them to the right people and get me the answers, I would love you forever. Will planets rotate in 3.0? Will planets orbit the star in their system? Will the beacon system be in 3.0? Will we have personal beacons? Will ships have beacons? Will bikes and rovers have beacons? Can we lock ships in 3.0? Is there autopilot in 3.0? Is there a hover mode in 3.0? Are turrets usable when no pilot is in the seat in 3.0? Is there an in-game viewable map of the planet's surface in 3.0? Lastly is a call for Pathfinders or fleet commanders to lead teams out to prospect and scavenge. These members will be volunteers only, and the hope is to get some for every time zone. We're not looking for hardcore leaders, just people to help organize groups when we cannot. You do not have to keep doing this beyond 3.0, 3.1 if you do not wish to. You will be shown the structure of different mission plans and get to choose your own places you want to check out. Please PM Otteron on Test Forum and I will fit you in and get your name on my list. And now some featured JPEGs. Dark Monkey for creating a new SIG for you guys to use, and one from Printimus. And you can find out more in the signatures thread. We also have a Starship Troopers inspired meme from Dark Monkey as well. The only good asteroid is a dead asteroid. Just awesome. If you guys have some, post them up for us to see. We want you. Bon voyage. That about does it for this time. The whole Rock Raider staff is really looking forward to getting into the update and for our division to really get into action. Most of all, we are looking forward to having some fun with our fellow testies, more so than usual. If you run into someone you think would like the Rock Raiders, be sure to mention it to them until they get frustrated and finally join. Until next month. Maybe, probably. We'll see if the planets align. In the meantime, start shaking the rust off your flight skills because when 3.0 goes live, Rock Raiders mobilize! This horrible audio rendition is brought to you by DirectorGunner. I hope you enjoyed it.